Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now, this is a game review that I'm doing now, and yes, I know it is kind of late. This game came out a while ago, but I'm just now getting around to being able to play it. I was devoting all of my time into Octopath Traveler 0. After 85 hours, finally beat it. But I started playing a new game, and that game is Hades 2. And playing it here on my Nintendo Switch 2, and my time with it so far is I love it. If you are or were a fan of Hades, you will absolutely love Hades 2. It continues everything on, from the story, the gameplay is completely just smooth. On the Switch 2, runs at 120 frames per second. I've had no issues of frame rate drops, no matter how many enemies or projectiles or whatever else it is on the screen. And I'm just going to say this, that it is just a fun time. I'm not the biggest roguelite, I guess, fan. I don't like, okay, so you go out, if you make progress, you do this, and then because of one stupid mistake, you're set back to the beginning to do it all over again. There's something about that just kind of irks me and rubs me the wrong way. But you know what? For Hades and Hades 2, for some reason it just works and it clicks, because it feels like, even though I'm starting back from the beginning, I feel that like every single run that I'm making it a little bit better, that I'm making it a little bit further. Like, I remember like the very first few runs, I could barely make it to the first boss, and then I finally beat her. And then I went to the second one, and I could not beat the second one. But then after a couple of runs, you're getting closer and closer down. I finally beat him. The same thing, made it all the way down to fighting for Kronos. And so I'm not going to spoil the story for you. It's something that builds and progresses with every single run. It just expands on the story just a tiny bit. And so the cumulative from all your runs, how you piece together the overall arcing story of this, and you get to meet all the different gods, how they're related, and just everything about this game just really clicks with me. And I think especially if you're a fan of this, it would actually click for all of you too. And the fact that there's different weapons that you can actually do for your play style to things. So the weapons that I actually have so far, I don't have all of them, but so I have the Witch's Staff, which is like your starter weapon, and then go to the Sister Blades, the Umbral Flames, and the Moonstone Axe. And I just recently got the Argent Skull. And now I will say that out of all the weapons that I have so far, the Sister Blades seems to be that's like my go-to weapon, because you're swinging around, and I'm up there up close, and if I really want to, I can dash away, throw them out there, and just to deal damage for them that way. And I will say that it takes a little bit of getting used to for the controls, because you have to know when exactly to dash, when should you attack or swing away, which monsters, as you fight them, you figure out like their movesets, how to kind of circumvent some of their attacks. And that's just something that comes with time as you do more and more runs. And like for this game, whenever it is I die, I feel like, okay, maybe just one more run. And I just keep telling myself, just one more run is what I'm going to do. But then that one run turns into several others and just keeps expanding that way. And it's just a really fun time. Now, I am going to say that something about this game that kind of really sets it apart from the first Hades is the environments that you're their locations. I can't remember what the actual, because there's 4 different levels and each level is different. And so the first one you're going through is almost like a forest type, gives you those vibes there. And then the second one is Oceanus, which is underwater kind of. And I will say that is like one of my least favorite of the areas, not from being underwater. The enemies there is like this group or swarm of little fish, and there's just so many of the darn little things. Unless you happen to get like the boon where it makes them, like when they die they explode, so you can actually kill a lot of them. I always just end up taking damage from those little suckers. And then the next one that you actually, I think it's called the Fields of Mourning, and they're so expansive and big because it's just one giant area, and you have to go through and trying to find everything inside of it. It kind of takes you a while to go through, and you have to go just to be able to make sure that you're not missing something. That's kind of my point of it. And then the fourth one that I've gotten down is where it's supposed to be for Tartarus, which is from the very first Hades, but it's different because Kronos has taken over, so it's got more mechanical things going around, and it's just, they're different. Now, what it actually is the same is, like, although they have some new gods in there that can actually give you the boons, but all the boons that you can get in every run through, they're actually, even though they're the same gods, they're different from the first one. And so, and that's, each run is so dependent on these boons, because there's some that you can get when they give you the choices, they just aren't very good. But there's some that you get that are just spectacular, like Hephaestus, when he gives you this thing for a smite, where you can either, there's one for your regular attacks, and there's also one for using your special, which is throwing it. And whenever you do the special, it does like a blast, and it hits that for like 500 damage. And then it recharges after like 10 seconds. But then you can get the pomegranates that will actually reduce that cooldown. And I will tell you what, that is a game changer, because it will completely destroy the guardians at each level, and just the regular monsters don't even stand a chance. You just go boom and they're gone. And it's just, I really just can't explain it if you haven't really played it, but it's just a good time. It's just a really good time, and I've actually enjoyed getting to know some of the different gods. I think the new ones that they actually added in here. So you have Hestia, the goddess of the hearth. So she's got like a giant like flame brazier on her head. Festus is new, and it's weird because he's the god who is actually like supposed to be like the armorer of the god, the one that makes all the weapons for all of them to use. And he's like in a wheelchair with a metal leg. I'm like, okay. And then I'm trying to think of the other ones. They kind of mentioned Demeter in the first one, but they bring her in here so she goes through and actually will bless you, and that's like your grandmother. And they bring in Selene, who's the goddess of the moon. She actually provides you with like hexes, which those are the one things I always seem to forget about when I'm combat. All I can ever remember is just to cast, to ensnare, attacking, and then throwing the special. That's about it. Oh, and then dashing, of course, so you can dodge. But everything else, like all the other buttons, I don't, I kind of forget about in combat because everything is just so crazy. And I'm trying to think if there's any other ones that were new. Not off the top of my head, I can't really think of it. Those are the only 3 ones that I really think. But even the old ones that are returning, they changed the how they look, like the pictures that they actually have for them. They kind of changed all of them around. So that was just something that I noticed in the gameplay, and just yeah, it's just literally no 2 runs are ever the same. And the Hades games are actually probably the only real roguelike games that I've actually played that I really enjoy so far. I can't think of any others off the top of my head. Maybe Slay the Spire, but it's kind of like its own different genre because it's a deck building roguelike. But completely different aside, not what this video is supposed to be about. But just, I know this is running actually kind of a short one, but I am just going to say that it is just a really fun time that I think that all of you will enjoy it. And the best part is that this cartridge that you actually get on the Switch 2, you can play it on your Nintendo Switch. So you don't have to have the Switch 2 to play it, because it's got essentially kind of both games as well. It's got the Switch 1 game on it. Then when you put it in your Switch 2, it does the download to get you for the added features and everything that they have for the Switch 2, like how it performs better and graphics and everything else like that. So there's actually several Nintendo Switch 2 games that are actually like that. But I just wanted to come here and talk to y'all. I don't know how many hours I've got into it right now. I think I've got I know at least 10 hours is what I've put in it so far. But just wanted to go through, put that out there for all of y'all. So maybe this might be on your radar for a game if you're looking for something that's just a really fun time. Something you can just go around if you want to kick around for maybe 20 minutes or so to do a run. I think it just depends upon how far you go and how quickly you can clear a room. But keeping with the theme that we've done, I will actually go ahead and we will open another booster pack. But before we do, I'll just go ahead and say, hey, thank you to all of you. It's been a kind of a crazy time this week for various reasons that I will not go into. But just thank you all very much for the views, for all the subscribers, and just everything that's going on. You truly make my day, and just I can't thank you all enough. And I truly wish I could, and just to let you know how much it all means to me, and that I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. So if you do like this content, please do consider throw a like on the video, share it, hype it up. Just if you are someone new, subscribe to the channel, help me get closer to the goal that I have set for me for this year. I greatly appreciate it. With that out of the way, we're going to get into opening this pack. Wow, this one is not wanting to open. 2% rule. Alrighty then. The 2% rule works. So, yeah, I hate the yellow on yellow. Please, choose a different color next time. Kevin Graham, Wandering Priest. I'll tell you what, you don't look like a priest to me carrying a crossbow like that. But wow. Is it Blue Blog? I don't know if it's how you pronounce that. Like the EU should make like the O sound, so it sounds like Blow Blanc. I was like, but that doesn't sound quite right. I do know we already have this one. It's the police dog. I don't know if you call it Zeit or Zeit. We have seen that one. And we've seen this guy too for Walter Kron Direwolf. And yeah, I mentioned it before, and he really just gives me kind of like vibes from Final Fantasy VII for like the Shinra people, or kind of, or is Ouroboros Social Gathering. And I just really like the group cards. I don't know why. There's just something about them that just kind of clicks with me, that I really like to see them. Here's another group one, actually. The Crossbell City Central Square. It's a really nice one. I'm trying to get these close for all y'all to be able to see. Wow, that rare looks actually really cool. But the Esmelis Tower. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all now. This rare right here, this looks actually really cool. So it's Angel Wiseman. Sorry. What, I mean, that I don't know where inside the Trail series this is from, but that just looks really cool. Although the face reminds me kind of like a moth, but all the feathers and the detail of this card just looks really spectacular. I will say that. So with that out of the way, another video in the books, closing in on 100 videos for this channel. Did not think I'd make it this far, and it's thanks to all of you. So if you are still watching, thank you all very much. I hope you all enjoy this video. Have a great night. God bless you all, and I'll see you all next time.